philosophy bullshit. This is just my philosophy. Racism is evolutionary baggage. At one point in our evolution to being Homo sapiens, it was auspicious of us. It was beneficial to us to be able to make snap judgments based strictly on first sight, based strictly on what we saw in front of us, what presented themselves in front of us without doing any further investigation into it. Before we were farmers, we were hunter-gatherers. It was important to us to be able to recognize when a fruit was at its peak of ripeness. And because if you picked the fruit before it was fully ripe, you were marginalizing the nutritional value of that fruit. So it was marginalizing your intake of nutritional value. If you picked the fruit too late, spoilage could occur and possible sickness or illness could happen, and that would marginalize the productivity and the viability of your particular tribal group. So it was important for us to be able to make snap judgments about things, and not just about fruit, but also about other groups that didn't look like us. Think about if we were sitting out, if we were hunting, foraging through a certain area that was particularly fertile, and you saw another group of people that didn't resemble you approaching. It was important to be able to look at them and ascertain whether or not fighting them or fleeing from them was the right thing to do. Because if you did flee, you ran the risk of losing that fertile foraging, hunting territories. And if you were to lose that, that would marginalize the viability of your particular tribal group. Now, if you did stay and fight, if you assessed that staying and fighting was the appropriate thing to do, and you went ahead and did so, and you were injured or another member of your tribal group was injured in doing so, that marginalized the viability of your tribal group. So it was important to be able to make these judgments quickly, concisely, and directly in order to maximize the future of your tribal group. And today we still see ourselves suffering from this evolutionary baggage where we don't need it anymore. Racism is not something that we still have a necessity for, but it's evolutionary baggage. At one time it was so necessary that it was something that we could not avoid. It was a necessary trait. It was at times a matter of life and death to be able to rely on your racism. But yet here we are in 2015, October of 2015, and we still find people killing other people or institutionally disregarding other people because they don't look like you, because they don't resemble you. And to some people it's a badge of honor. To some people it's almost like, well, my pappy did it, so I'm gonna do it. To some people it's like, well, I can't trust the system, so I need to maintain this level of distrust in the form of racism towards all people who look like the people that I think are cheating me. And it's 2015, and we still have people conducting themselves in this manner. And it's maybe I'm crazy. Like I said, there's no research to back up what I'm saying. This is all my philosophy. This is all just what I think about. And I wonder, is there anybody else out there that thinks this way? Am I retarded? And I don't mean to use that term to disparage anyone who isn't mainstream or average. It's because I consider myself very average and at times a little bit retarded. I do dumb things a lot. This video might even be one of them. I might get torched just for saying the things I've said. But, you know, I really don't care, because the purpose of it is just to find out whether or not there are other people out there who do consider things on the same level that I do. And, shit. Excuse the language, but, you know, let me know what you think. There's got to be somebody out there that has an answer to it. I mean, hopefully by me putting this out there, someone who is more educated, someone who has done the research on this, someone with an anthropological background, maybe can come and clear the air for it. I don't know, but it's, I mean, if you want to do away with something, start a conversation about it. Let's discuss things. It's not so unheard of that humans can agree to disagree, but it's also not so unheard of that you can disagree with someone during a conversation and leave that conversation with them and carry what they've said along with you and process it and digest it and see if it in some manner is logical and has a basis of reason to you. And I mean, I'm not smart enough to figure this out on my own. So I'm kind of depending on anybody out there who does have a deeper understanding than I do. I mean, I try to think about things. I mean, I try to come up with the answers to dumb questions like, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck? I try to come up with answers as, is the glass half full, is the glass half empty? I try to come up with answers of which came first, the chicken or the egg. I try to consider those things on a deeper level other than a pseudo-intellectual, pseudo-existential fashion. You know, it's something I'm hoping that somebody out there can help me with, or help all of us with. Maybe I'm just an idiot, and maybe all this is just me, but damn, hey, here you go.